Hello, my lovies. Hello, my lovies. How are you? You doing tonight? What's up? Peace and hair grease and all that other good stuff. Today we're gonna talk about forgiveness, but we're gonna give some more people enough time to come in the room. Get a couple of more people to come on up in here. Cause I want to discuss the Jeezy, Big Snow, and I want to discuss Gucci Mane, Guwap. I also want to discuss Will Smith and Janet Herbert and what have we learned and what can we do for forgiveness for ourselves. And how long does it take to truly forgive somebody? Sometimes do people have to step in and help you forgive? Hey, Sugarfoot, how are you? Hey, Foot Soldier, how you doing, my love? How you doing, my ride or die? How are you? We're going to talk about forgiveness. We're just trying to wait for some more people to come into the room. I'm glad you're good, sis. Hey, Tony T. How you doing, love? How are you? Get some more people up in here so we can have a little chat today. Like I said earlier, I have seen the verses with Gucci Mane, Mr. Guwap himself, and it's funny because I'm watching the verses, right? And all I could say between Jeezy, hey Calvin, how you doing, bro? What is so funny, right? I'm watching Jeezy and Gucci Mane. I don't know now one of their songs. So all I kept writing, I'm just here for the comments. I'm just here for the comments. I ain't know not one song. I knew like Gucci Mane. I mean not Gucci Mane. Yes, honey, you know I got the ice. You know that. And I know some of Jeezy from some of the features he be on. Yeah, right. I wasn't going neither one. But the point was they haven't spoken for over almost 20 years. And then I also seen the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion. And I also seen it took almost over 20 years for Janet Hubert and Will Smith to speak again. I like to know, how do you guys feel about forgiveness? Does it have to be 20 years, or do the people have to step in, or do you say, enough is enough? Or forgiveness is a feeling that you just have to feel? Do any of you guys watch and do any of you guys watch the verses? Do any of you guys watch the verses? Hey, no one. No one. There's no one. I know y'all can barely hear my music. I gotta get me a whole. I only seen it because it was everywhere, but it was so funny because I'm like, maybe I know one song. Maybe I know one song. I ain't with the trap music, right? So all I kept saying is, I'm just here for the comments. I'm just here for the comments. But I know they had beef. I need some headphones. I have headphones. But I don't know, would you guys still be able to hear if I had on headphones? See, I don't know how that go. I don't know how all that go. I don't know how all of that go. I don't know how none of that goes. I don't know. I don't know. Like I matter of fact, where is my headphones? You can't be getting all down like that. Jill Scott and Erykah Badu and DMX and Snoop Dogg was worth watching. No, my favorite. How you doing, Solo Birdie? My favorite was, and people can say what they want, but Babyface and Teddy Riley to me was the best. Even though we had to do it 2 times and they broke the internet. So you can't really count their numbers. But I just think that, a lot of people, we don't barely see Teddy Riley and Babyface in the spotlight. So they broke the internet. To me, that honey, all of them songs, boy, I'm like, dang, I should have had me a glass of wine or something. You couldn't, you just needed just a little sip of wine, because they was taking you there. But Erykah Badu, I really enjoyed. But I'm telling you, I guess I'm officially old. I knew not one trap song, but I knew they had beef, and I wanted to see how it was going to go. And then I seen Will Smith and Janet Hubert, and I seen how they buried the hatchet on their 20-year. My face is blurry. I don't know. I'm not using StreamYard. I'm using the regular YouTube. I'm using the regular YouTube, so the regular YouTube is bootleg. The regular YouTube is bootleg. I don't know. I don't even know how to fix it. I know the regular YouTube is bootleg. But I done used up almost all my free time on StreamYard. I don't feel like paying for StreamYard. So y'all gotta get a little blurriness. I'm sorry, guys. That's just the way it goes. Maybe I just need a new computer. I don't know. But this one is working as best as it can. $3D mode? Now, how in the world I know about $3D mode? I put in $3D mode and shut it down. I didn't even know it was a $3D mode. I didn't even know it was a $3D mode. It's so good to have my brother in here. Where you been, Calvin? Why you been hiding from me? Why you been hiding from me, Calvin? I'm in the Matrix. Oh, yeah, that's right. You work 2. That's right. You got your new apartment. You work 2 jobs. Yeah, I know. I still be missing you. I still be missing you, my brother. I still miss my brother. There's no live without you and Miss Rod. I'm looking like Lion King. Oh my God. Hey, Trey Tracy, so cray cray. He ain't right. He ain't right. He ain't right. He ain't right. But how do you guys feel about forgiveness, and how long does it take for forgiveness? Because as what we seen this past week, it's been going on for almost 20 years. Almost 20 years. Do y'all beef? Y'all got beef with anybody for almost 20 years? Is it some people you vowed never to speak to ever again? I gotta check out my girl Trey videos, honey. She be making you hungry and stuff, but y'all gotta check out my girl Trey videos. Oh, better yet, the Wiz TA line without cover. That's a lie. That's a lie. This lion got covered. I'm a lioness, baby. I am a lioness who got plenty of courage. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know why it's blurry. I don't know. I'm sorry for this bootleg. For this bootleg. Next time I go StreamYard. I know Trey, she's so crazy. Be teasing black folks with her fool. I can't bear to. I know. We got to support our brothers and sisters. Yes, we do. How long do you guys take to? Did y'all like the fact that Will Smith and Janet Herbert finally made up? Do you know when you and one person is at an out, it's like it splits the ocean. The ocean was now one ocean, and little do you know, with two people on the out, splits. Oh, I need some ice as I'm talking. I need me some. I had my ice calling me, but I ain't got that much ice left, so I got to hold on to my ice to the end. I got to hold on, baby. I heard, yeah, rewatch it. It was very good. And with Will Smith, he was like, but he did everything basically. Hey, Rico. Hey, Ms. Rod. Basically, even though she dogged him out in the public, that go to show you everything that she said. I know, right? I ain't got that much ice left. I have to save it to the end. But that go to show you everything that she said was true. That means she never lied on Will Smith. He did do her dirty. He did. His nose was all up in the ear. So when does it time is forgiving somebody? People always says that it heals you, but in all reality, it heals the other person too. Like, is it a point? Is it a point that, like with Gucci? Oh Lord, no, I be making my own ice. I had me an ice maker and I did break it, but I make my own ice. I did have one, but I broke it. I broke it. I broke it. I'm gonna get me another one. And Rico, him and his Thanksgiving his Thanksgiving lives he's been having whatnot to eat for Thanksgiving. I'm telling you, honey, I've been something everywhere. But I just thank you for sharing my video, Ms. Rod. Thank you so much. I gladly appreciate that. I appreciate it. It's like everybody in here is like monetized already. But that doesn't mean we don't watch each other videos. I know what you meant, bro. Yeah, I basically broke it. But I want to get me a smaller one. If you Oh, thank you, Calvin, for sharing my video. If you get cut deep, it's hard to forget because the trauma won't let you until you mature. Until another, see, that's what happened. That didn't happen with Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane still has some anger buildup. He still has some anger buildup in him. But with Will Smith, you could tell he felt really bad. You could tell Will Smith felt really bad because you fired, you got her, you helped get her fired. You made the work very toxic. And she was having a baby. So now she had an abusive husband and she had no money coming in. She had no money coming in. So Will Smith was 21, and while he's moving up to the number one man, he doesn't know what he did to that. I really hope that even though he said I was just 21, but I really wish that now he give her a job and show some remorse. Yeah, I know you doing a table talk, but no, you messed up that lady's money. Put some money back in her pocket. Now with Gucci Mane and Greasy, I mean, what's his name? Jeezy. I calling the man Greasy. Now he got his new agent. He got his new Asian woman. He's doing big things now. He's doing big things. But people was like, he tried to sit up there and he set Gucci Mane up. Gucci Mane had to end up going to jail. They had a lot of beef. And at the end of the show, he said, I accept your olive branch. If somebody who deeply hurt you, passed you the olive branch, would you accept it? Would you accept the olive branch that they will give you? See, I don't know. It depends on what they did. But I think anybody could be forgiven. I think with time, I mean, unless they really, really violated you or really violated one of your kids or really violate. I mean, some people can forgive that. Certain things, or sometimes you probably forgive people, but they just don't exist, and people think that you didn't forgive them, and they still be like, forgive them. Sometimes you're not even thinking about them no more. Feed them with a long hand, loose spoon. Exactly, Solar Birdie. Some people, you just move on with your life. Sometimes you just literally moved on with your life. Or if a person did you dirty, they are the ones that's looking for that forgiveness. Not in my camp. They are the ones that's looking for that forgiveness. I got places of no return. Yes. Some people does have a place of no return. Some people does have that. Hey, ain't no returning. But like I said, unless you was totally violated, is Will Smith did have his nose all in the air. I watched part of it. Yes, he did. And he did ruin her life. Yes, he did ruin that lady's life. Will owe her. Yes, Will does owe her. He owe her something. He left, I mean, he didn't even realize he probably affected, but ruined is harsh. No, he ruined her. He ruined her. He had her blackball. He had her blackball. And then she was trying to get her contract fixed. And plus, she was having a baby. And plus, she was in an abusive relationship. So then, as she's telling him the story, he's like, I was only 21. Yeah, we know you was 21. We already, but 21, you know better. 21, you know better. I know he wanted to say I was a jerk. He should have been better off saying I was a jerk. And he owe her. He definitely owe her. And then he had it to the point that none of the cast members, I think besides Karen, yes, besides Karen, is her name Karen? I don't even know. I can call her Hillary. Y'all know her real Karen Parkinson, something like that, but I'm gonna call her Hillary. Hillary bumped into her here and there, but nobody else on the cast even spoke to her in all these years. That he had to ask permission. Can you believe that? Do y'all want to see her? Hello, Anna Mora, how you doing? He had to ask permission. Do y'all want? She did nothing to them. Will Smith, they also up Will Smith behind, even as a 21-year-old. They had to get permission. He had to ask permission. She done nothing to them. And then his excuse was, I was 21. I was 21. You still knew better at 21. You knew better. He knew better at 21. Now, back to the Gucci Man and Greasy. I mean, what is his name? Jeezy? Yeah, Jeezy. His life has turned for the better. You know, he got him a little Asian woman. He didn't treat the black woman right, but, you know, he got to the little Asian woman. Oh, Jeezy. Yo, it was so funny. I didn't know one. I'm like, I am really old. I didn't know not one song. All I kept saying is, I'm just here for the comments, because that's how I learned about the beef. I was reading more of the comments than watching the show, because I wanted to know what was going on. And then I do like the verses, but I wanted to know, it happens, laughing on like, hey, 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 hey. It is what it is. But he has gotten into real estate. He was like, yo, I own half of Atlanta. I was like, well, fine. He wasn't joking. He owned half of, he think he owned half of, he owned a lot of property in Atlanta. He don't own half of Atlanta. But anyway, they beef goes back 20 years. Now, I wonder if him and Waka Flocka is going to make up. Because he don't want none of Waka Flocka. And then, after he did, I seen that part, because they showed it all over YouTube, when he was sending shots at Jeezy. Thank you for putting Jeezy. I wanted to know the name. I just look on the board. It says Jeezy. He tried to send some shots out at Jeezy. And Jeezy was like, no, I didn't bring you here for all of that. I brought you here because I'm a man and you're a man. Have you guys ever had that type of conversation before, where y'all just said, you know what, we too old for this? Have you ever had that conversation before, where you had beef with somebody for so long, and then that one person came to you and was like, hey, let's talk this out. We had beef for too long. You know, let's get this done. Let's get this over with. You know, we're going to either fight or agree to disagree, or just leave it alone, because a lot of people's lives, you got to remember, when two people are beefing, a lot of people's lives are in stake. Because you got some people, like, either you with me or you not with me. You can't ride the fence. So now these people have to pick a fence that they have to pick a side, which is not fair, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And both of them lost a lot of money because of the amount of fans that they had. So with the amount of fans that they had, their money now was split. Their money was now split. But that happens in real life too, especially in family drama. Especially in family drama. When two people is going at it, the family now must make a choice. Now, if you spoke to one, you can't say you spoke to the other one. Did you? Yes, I heard about Bobby Brown's son last week. Wasn't sure from the Convoy or from being. I heard about, rest in peace, Bobby Brown Jr. Rest in peace. My heart went out for him because now he has lost 2 kids. Hey, Showtime, much love to you, my brother. Let me tell y'all guys something. Showtime is the DJ. And honey, I be all up in. I just put my big speaker in, and I just let that sucker play. I am good. I just put that big speaker in. I plug it up and let his music play. I love DJs. Hello, we are. Oh, Verns, Ray. Thank you, Verns. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Willie TT, how you doing, love? Welcome, Raiders. How my brother said, welcome, Raiders. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. But like I was saying, like when you have family beef. Hey, VMAX show. VMAX show. I'm gonna need for you towards the end to drop your links. At the end of the show, we are going to drop some links for anybody who wants to grow, anybody who want to grow. But I don't do playlists. I don't call it playlists. I don't do watch list buddies because I have to make sure you guys know each other well. It ain't gonna be no first. No, I want to make sure you guys know each other enough to want to become watch list buddies. You know, because it's not fair for one person to do it and the other person. I don't think we should be checking it. If you're going to say you're going to do it, you're going to do it. So we want to make sure you for real. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, right. I'm going to be spending Thanksgiving with you guys. Hello, East Media with BG. I'm going to be watching Thanksgiving with you guys because we can't do nothing. They say we can't have too many people in my house, but guess what? I'm going to have all of you guys in my house. Hello, Denise. Say what's on my mind. Hello, Raiders. How are you guys doing? Today we are talking about forgiveness. I've seen 2 forms of forgiveness this week. We've seen one with Jeezy. I keep calling him Greasy. With Young Jeezy and Gucci Mane. I don't know if you know who they are, but guess what? I don't neither. But I do know they are rap artists. That I do know. And then we had the second act of forgiveness that came from Will Smith and Janet Hubert. And I wanted to know, how do you guys feel about forgiveness? Have you ever waited almost 20 years to say enough? As you're walking, as you're walking in, hit that like button. Please hit that like that, like that, baby. Hit that like, just like that. Just like that. Oh, yes, that to me it was awesome, but it really made me feel a different way about Will Smith. I'm glad he got older and wiser, but his excuse was he was 21. And I think you still should know you destroyed this woman's whole career. You destroyed her whole career. It was to the point to whereas when she had to come, she was scared to go in there. She didn't do nothing to nobody. Oh, thank you so much, Denise. I appreciate that. She had to ask, they had to ask permission for her to even come in there and speak to them. And they didn't know what to say because Will is still the leader. Will is still the man. But Will owe that lady something. He need to send her a check. He need to send her a job or get her son a job. Pay. I mean, this is the 30-year anniversary. So which means that she just had her son. Her son is now 30 years old. Yes, honey, it was a lot of pain in my eyes also. It was a lot of pain in my eyes. And you could tell she wanted to cry more, but she still seen him as a kid. And then it proved that everything that she said about him was true. And she trashed the heck out of him. And you notice she said she's sorry, she did, but she didn't lie. I would have, if I was going to show it, if I went on StreamYard, they owe her a lot of money. Yeah, they owe her a lot of money. But for some reason, y'all can't hear the sound. Y'all can't hear the sound if I screen share it. So, but I wanted to show it because it was a nice clip and it really touched my heart. It really touched my heart. But I think he needs to make a lot of amends for that. He got to amend for how he did that lady. He got to make an amends for that, honey. He need to shut up and pay up. I was 21. This man, did y'all hear the interview? I didn't watch the interview, but did anybody see the interview on Yadameen with Lord Jamar? And NC Sham said that the Fresh Prince was for him. Was originally for him. I'm like, lies. I didn't even see it. Because I'm like, listen, this man got, ever since KRS-One took him out, he got more stories than a little bit. He got 50 million stories. KRS-One took you out, and that was it. That's what happened. But he talking about that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air would have been his. That's a lies. Lies, and more lies. Lies. Will Smith said he went to that meeting and they had the show for him. They had the show for him. I know it's lies. But my guys, have you ever experienced beef with somebody that long? And can you make an amends? Or is it that people have gotten so tired of your beef? Have you ever, like Gucci Mane and Jeezy, the people it took 5 million people. 5 million people to say enough already. We tired of been 20 years. It's 20 years already. Enough. Let it go. Here's the olive branch. Have you ever accepted the olive branch? Or were you the one who had to give the olive branch? How do you guys work off forgiveness? How do you guys do? Some people are like bricks. Some people is like beyond stubborn. They are like bricks. They're not moving. They will hold a grudge until death do us part. Yes, it's good for your health to not hold on to grief, let it go. People hold on to so much and it's not good. But sometimes, like I was saying, really, TT, sometimes it's to really, TT, sometimes it's to the point that it's not even about forgiveness no more. Sometimes you literally just move on with your life and they really don't, okay, they really don't exist no more. You're not even mad no more. You stay over there and I stay over there. Sometimes that's a form of forgiveness. Like, I'm not going to bother you. You're not going to bother me. You stay over there. I stay over here. But sometimes it is really no need for people to be in each other's life. But sometimes others don't understand the magnitude of how bad they hurt you. Sometimes people don't. And sometimes that's because they don't know no better. Some people are just that selfish. Some people are narcissistic. Some people are very narcissistic. Some people really think what they did wasn't wrong. Yes, forgiveness is for you, not for the other person. I think it goes both ways, and it depends on the two people, but the Will Smith situation, yes, that was hurtful. That was really hurtful because she was like, I was pregnant. I had a newborn child. She was like, they offered her less money, and she was also in an abusive relationship. That's not something you run and tell everybody, neither. But you would have thought that as soon as Will Smith matured, he would have reached out to her because he'd been on this kumbaya stuff for a while now. Him and his wife been on this kumbaya stuff for a while. Yes, her whole career. And the new one, I thought she was too old to have babies. What was she doing having babies? Oh my goodness, I didn't remember that. I did not remember that. No, as a cast, they added the baby on the show as a cast member. No, that was still the old Aunt Viv. That was still the old Aunt Viv who had the baby. And then the new Aunt Viv came in. If you go back, it shows you when the old Aunt Viv, because being that she was pregnant in real life, they wrote it in. And then it showed her with the little boy. And then next thing you know, it was the new Aunt Viv. But the old Aunt Viv is the one who got pregnant on the show. But it wasn't the new one. You're going to have to check that. But I tell you, sometimes you really think forgiveness. Sometimes, like I know a lot of exes. And again, when you do not know how to forgive, even if you don't know how to forgive, sometimes you need that talk. Sometimes you need that communication. See, people don't know how to communicate. And they just do stuff. And then, being that they don't know how to communicate, that conversation never happens. Like, if that person came to you with that conversation that you needed to hear, would you say, would you listen? What are you doing? Stop. Oh goodness, sometimes it's the dog, it's the cat, it's the cat, it's the dog. I don't know which one. It is always one of them. Oh, that is time it's the cat. Sometimes it's just you need that closure. You need that closure. And I think everybody is worth closure. I think everybody is worth having some closure. But if you never see them again, I think anybody who have done somebody dirty, they owe them closure. Because that'll set both of you guys free. That'll set both of you guys free. Sometimes you're thinking that you need forgiveness for you. Sometimes that person needs your forgiveness too. Sorry, I was trying to say, I think it hurt the old Aunt Viv even more when the producer added the baby in the cat. Yes. Ms. Ryan said they owe themselves to stay away from me. No, but sometimes staying away. Remember, we had this is a over 20-year beef. These are over 20-year beefs. But you got some kids. Like I said, remember, when two people beefing, a lot of people get in the middle of it and then not want to get in the middle of it. Just like when you had like an ex, like if a man did you like really, really, really dirty, or a woman did you really, you may hate her to, instead of love, death to death do us part, you hate them to death. I mean, if you ever look at the Braxton show, they mother still cannot speak to that husband. She don't want to be any. Oh, my connection better not start with me. But being that she has had her life turned upside down because he found the new woman. Now she can't find a new man. And every Braxton show, they're trying to bring the mother and the father together. Now that's stubbornness. But again, maybe she needs that closure conversation, not the kids. This is that forgiveness is needed. It's a lesson for all of us. That's why I'm bringing this up. You're right, really. It's a lesson for all of us, and too many people get involved. And this was way before social media was popular. Yeah, cause look how much money was messed up in the entertainment world, and then in the real world. Look how many people like, oh, I don't want to speak to aunts. I can't tell aunt such and such. Evelyn needs some clothes. I could not think of her name. Evelyn needs some closure like crazy. because that man gave her all them in her mind. That man gave her all them babies, and he just running out with the next woman, and she got stuck with all them babies. She could not move on the way he was able to move on. So now he gets to be happy, and she gets to be miserable. She doesn't have to stay miserable. And they tried it at, sitting at the table. And then he bought the new, have you ever seen the episodes? And he bought no, and no. People just don't know how to do it. People don't know. I think it should be classes on how to, but some people we're not talking about people who don't care. But at a certain point in time, you need to care. Sometimes that's one baggage you got to let go. She has a strong hold on her daughters too. I understand, but hope one day she finds peace. Now, I didn't see this season, but I know he went to the Trina's wedding, and he also bought the wife. But she want to be where she knows that he's the kid's father, but she wants to make sure I don't want no parts of that new woman, even though the new woman didn't do nothing to him. But we all had babies. A lot of us have a baby daddy drama. How do you move on? How can that person make peace with you? First of all, to make peace with somebody, when you're throwing up that red flag, you gotta mean it. I didn't watch the wedding, but I'm gonna check it out. But when you throw up that red flag and you extend that olive branch, you gotta do it for real. People think saying the word "I'm sorry" is like, that's just like, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you. And they think that has some significance on how you hurt somebody. They really think that has some significance on how you hurt somebody. No, people want a real conversation. They want to get out what they was trying to say, how they truly felt. And sometimes people want to know why. Why? Yes, ma'am, and gotta be ready for the outcome. If somebody cheated on you, it's okay. Sometimes you may not like what you're gonna hear. You may not like it, but I think that that's the best thing that you can do. Hey, I didn't want to cheat on you, but I fell out of love with you. Whatever. Sometimes maybe that's why people don't get closure neither, because it's gonna be a lot of things you're not gonna want to hear. Sometimes saying sorry it's not good enough on the other person. But sometimes you have people in your house and they robbed you, or they talked about you and they really did you dirty. How much time does that go by? You got somebody who stole your man. You may have family members that took your man. You may have family members you just never got along with, who did you dirty. You think as you get older, you need to repair or just mend it? Like sometimes, like I told you, sometimes it's best that, okay, I hear you. You got some really nice ass. I'm dancing in Spanish. Oh, thank you, Ms. Rod. thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. And thank you for everybody who's walked up in this love train. This is the love train. But sometimes I try to have regular conversations, because sometimes, we need to have regular conversations. Maybe something somebody can say in the chat. I may say something that may help you. Somebody in the chat may say something that may help you. Even hit that like button. I would gladly appreciate it. But sometimes you gotta have these really, I'm still here. I have to get my kids situated, but got you running. Thank you so much, really, TT. La 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 bamba. La 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 bamba. Ma biba biba. Ba ba bum bum ba. Ba boom boom ba boom ba boom 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 boom. Okay, showtime. You know, sometimes, you know, when you have a station, when you have a channel, you know, sometimes you want to grow, which is beautiful. But sometimes when you have the daily topics, a lot of you guys get to know one another. You get to talk and chat. I should have been on my StreamYard, but I done used up all my StreamYard time. But I know people in my chat don't know Jeezy or Gucci Mane. Thank you, Burns. But like I said, I felt so out of place. I was watching the verses. I felt so out of place. And they was like, trap this and trap that. I'm just calling it trap this, trap that. Hello, Jaden, sir. How you doing, Jaden, sir 28? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. Everybody eating. I'm going to eat me something, too. I'm going to get my ice balls all done and over with. But I have to end the show with my ice because I ain't got that much ice left. But long as you guys hold on in here, eat, drink, be merry. Do you guys still have people in your lives that you have not forgiven? And do you want to forgive them? Do you guys, that's a yes or a no. That's a yes or a no. Do you guys still have, hey, brown girl Bella, how you doing? Do you guys still have people in your lives you have not forgiven yet? That is a yes or no. Are we all getting yes? We all getting some yeses. I was about to appreciate that. I appreciate that. I won't keep you too long. I won't keep you too long. Everybody have someone in their lives they have not forgiven yet. Everybody, so that means we all got some work to do. Well, they got some work to do. Do anybody want to be the one that throw out the olive branch? Or do you feel that they did you dirty? He said, yes, Lord. That's my brother Calvin for you, boy. Do you feel that because they did you dirty, they should be the ones that hold up the olive branch? Do you think they are the one? Or do you think that enough time has passed that you could confront that person? Do you think you want to be the one that will confront that person? You know, and I'm not talking about, I mean, I know it's certain things that happen in people's lives that's unforgivable. I'm not talking about that. If you understand what I'm saying, we got some things that happen in people's life that is unforgivable. I'm not talking about that. And I'm talking about if you've been violated in any type of way, form, or fashion. That is not part of this conversation. But anything else can be forgiven. And I mean violation according to you or your child or any one of your loved ones. If you feel they was violated in any type of way, form, or fashion, and if you know what I mean, I'm not referring to that. But anything else can be forgiven. But it starts with the conversation. Because look, it took Will Smith, it took Will Smith and Aunt Viv almost 20 years for him to find out what really happened. And that was only because it was a reunion show. But if that reunion show did not take place, do you think that he would have apologized? Do you think, and do you, I think he owed that lady some money. He owed her money. He messed up her whole life. He got her blackballed. He got her blackballed. So if you guys all have people, everybody in here got somebody that they have not forgiven. I think if you had that conversation, do you think you can let it go? The people always go, forgiveness is for you, not for the other person. Sometimes it's just not that simple. Sometimes it's just not that simple. It's not that simple. When you dishonest and you disloyal, when you dishonest and you disloyal, some people don't deal with that well at all. The slightest thing to them, and you are no longer in existence. Some people don't deal with betrayal at all, but betrayal can be forgiven with time. Betrayal can be forgiven with time. The best way to forgive somebody is to be your best, is to be the best you that you can be. That is one of the best ways you can forgive somebody, is by not letting it put you in a chokehold, by not letting it stop you from living, by not making your heart so hard. Like some people, heart is so hard they never moved on, but time have moved on, and they still, like, the other person is living their lives, having them a good time and doing them, and you're still stuck. But when people see that you're happy, you're living your life, and you just, some people I know, they go through a whole transformation. Sometimes you need that person to do you dirty so you can really know what you are made of. Sometimes God do things and put certain things in your life to see what you are made of. Some women And some men, I'm only saying women because I'm a woman, but I mean women and men, sometimes a breakup, sometimes is the best thing that could ever happen to you. Some people get on the weight. Some people change their bodies, especially if they was bullied as kids. Some take that bulliness that happened to them when they was younger and look. It's like, look at me now, huh? I know you wish you had a date with me now. Some people get businesses. Some people really thrive. Some people really thrive. Some people thrive when they have been hurt. They thrive very well. They thrive. Some people sink. Some people sink in a deep hole. Some people become antisociable. They don't want to love. They don't want to trust. And their life is still stuck with the person who did them dirty. So sometimes, I mean, even if you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. And sometimes, even if you have to go to that person and go, hey, sometimes it may take 10, 20 years, as we see. Sometimes it may take 10, 20 years. But sometimes you may got to go to that person. Because remember, he's a new person too, or she's a new person too. Or sometimes you got to go to that family member and say, hey, I want to, because remember, everybody has their own part of the story. Even though they did you dirty, they may not told you why you were done dirty. Maybe they could say, well, at that point, I did not love myself. Maybe at that point, I did not know what love was. Maybe at that point, sometimes once you get to have that conversation, you really get to learn. You get to learn new things too. Because now you have the maturity to hear them. I'm not talking about the narcissistic people. I'm not talking about sociopaths. I'm not talking about psychopaths. In their mind, they did nothing wrong. In their mind, you is you. So we're going to exclude them. We're going to exclude the people who violated you, if you know what I mean, in any way, form, or fashion. And we're going to exclude the narcissist, sociopath, the borderline personality people. We're going to exclude them because in their mind, that's just what they do. In their mind, they don't see. It's about regular people. Like, have you ever called your ex and be like, hey, you know what happened? What went down? I would like to know these things. Sometimes you can't wait for people. Sometimes you got to be like, well, hey, hello. What's going on? Well, what happened? Can you tell me your side of the story? I understand what happened, but why did that happen? Or if they come to you, are you willing to say, I'll listen? I'll listen. So then you can say, like Janet Herbert, she listened to Will, but she also let Will know, hey, you destroyed my life. You blackballed. I was a freshly new mother with no, here go the cat, with no cut. I don't even know their names no more. Golden. Don't you? And tell you that the cat is the dog. Oy. But you have to see what you are made of. What can you take? Did you bend or did you break? Or did you find a way to stand up? See, that's what life is all about. Bending, breaking, stand up. Which one happened? Because once you break, now you got to build yourself back up. Some people can't come back from that, but yes, you can. Yes, you can. Somebody doing you dirty is not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. You got some very successful people. You got a lot of people who started these YouTube channels. A lot of these YouTube channels we see now is because of heartbreak. You got a lot of these YouTube channels that has came to be because of this thing called heartbreak. So they put it on YouTube. You got a lot of music that we hear. All right, Rico, a lot of songs that we love so much because of heartbreak. They took that negative and made it a positive. They took that negative and made it a positive. And guess what? Some of them did not get the closure, but they got the lesson. They got the reason for the season, and they got the lesson. They got that lesson, baby. You got a lot of blogs that started from heartbreak. And I don't mean boyfriend and girlfriend all the time. It could be a family member, whatever that broke your heart. Whatever that broke your heart. It could be your own kids. Sometimes your own kids break your heart. Sometimes you thought that you were the best mother. They broke your heart. And sometimes you notice the key word I say, you thought. Kids have their own different perspective. Sometimes people need to have that talk with their own kids. Sometimes your kids don't forgive you. Sometimes your kids, when you didn't know how to pull yourself up out of it, sometimes your kids started acting a certain way. And now the person that you need forgiveness from, you need forgiveness from your own kids. Because your kids saw you breaking. They saw you gotta say, forgive me. I wasn't strong. I'm a human being. You know, how did I make you feel? What was your experience of how you felt I did to you while I was going through whatever I was going through? See, some people forget to have that conversation even with their own kids because they don't understand. Like, we all got a story of our parents and grandparents. They got stories about us too. They got stories about us. We need their forgiveness. Or maybe sometime, ask your kids, are you okay? Are you all right? Did I do something? How was I acting? Or I'm sorry I did this, or I'm sorry I made you feel this way. Sometimes people they can't say, I'm sorry I made you feel this way. I'm sorry I did not see your point of view. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. These are all little conversations, or these are all little things. See, even though you got to be there, because somebody don't know how to be the bigger person. I need 2 more likes. I need 2 more likes to get to 15. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button for your sister. I need 2 more likes. I need 2 more. I need 2 more likes. I need 2 more likes up in here. Come on, help a sister out. 2 more likes. I can't drink all this sugar, so I got lemonade. It tastes like lemon water. I mean, I take it, it's good. But Sometimes these are the things you need to say. And sometimes you got to say to people, hey, this is how you made me feel, or this is what I went through. You know, sometimes people may not accept it. The person who did you dirty, make sure you say the minute you can, you say what you have to say. They're going to be like, oh, I don't want to hear that. You always bringing that up. Oh, I don't care how they try to throw you off. I don't care how they try to project it, how they try to get out of it. Peace and hair grease, fam. Hey, 5.0. Love, peace, and hair grease and all that good stuff. Like sometimes I always say to people, you know, because, you know, sometimes you do got hothead people. And hothead people don't understand how they hurt people. But just as well as a hothead person can hurt you, so can a passive aggressive person. See, passive aggressive people think that they don't hurt you, but they truly don't understand how nonchalant they really are. So you got one person that's full of passion, right? And you got one person like, yeah, whatever. How do you start that conversation? Because we all need forgiveness. We need forgiveness. People may not need to forgive. Sometimes you may gotta write a letter, write it out. I told you a lot of great books and YouTube channels and Twitter channels and Instagram channels. Like a lot of these girls that you see in pictures every day, believe me, they want their ex to look at them. Remember when Carmelo and Lala first broke up? Did you see the pictures that she was taking? And I'm like, listen, lady, he done seen every part of you, but knock yourself out. Well, remember when he had that little girl, he had that baby on Lala, and sure enough, honey, she started, let me look good. Let me look. let me look good, baby. Pow, 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 pow. Like if you don't want to look at it, the next man, you may have seen it, but the next man didn't see it. Pow, pow. She was, yes, the whole family is back. What? The whole fam is back, and you know that we make it do what it do up in here. In another 10 minutes, we're going to gotta do a twerk special. Yes, honey. You know how we get down up in here. You know, I got a different chair, honey. I got a different chair. But we gotta twerk it. We gotta drop it like it's hot. 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 Oh man. Yes, we do. The fam is all in 6 minutes. I just want you guys to think forgiveness, because after Gucci Mane and Jeezy, after they had real beef. They had real street beef. They had street beef. And after watching them on Versus extend that olive branch, and then after watching Will Smith and her, you saw two gangsters had to end the beef, because there's too many young people getting killed, so they had to end their beef. So that was one type of beef. And then we seen the emotional beef where Will Smith, Foot Soldier is saying good evening to everybody. Say hello back to her. Everybody, say hello back to her. Say hello back to my sister. That's what I really want, Miss Ride or Die. But we have to come. Hopefully, we all get the closure that we need. Hopefully, we get the closure that we need. Hopefully, we can move forward. Hopefully, you don't take betrayal as a setback and let it keep you back. You gotta love. If you don't love nothing, love yourself. That love is the biggest payback you will ever give anybody. It's the biggest payback. Biggest. And I think if a lot of parents, okay, my new computer keeps kicking me out of Google. I must have got, oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that, because you need that to go live yourself. You need to have a lot of parents. Maybe some parents could, let what that man did to you go. Let what that woman did to you, let it go. Let it go. Calvin, I'm on my phone, so when someone calls and wants to talk. I don't know if Calvin has Brown Bella. I don't know. I wanted Burns to drop her other channel. Burns to drop her other channel. Anybody has a channel? In 2 minutes, we got 1 minute left. And then we're going to drop some linkies. At least we're going to try to grow at the end of our topic. Oh, it kicked you out. Oh, Lordy. I'm going to have, if no linky for me. Yeah, we got to drop some linky. We're going to drop your link. Your link got to get dropped, because even though you're working, you really need a watch list buddy. I'm gonna watch you on my other channel. I watched you on 2 different channels, Calvin, but we still need you to get up there and have your requirements, even though you don't have the time. But hey, you've been on a while. You've been supporting. You support everybody. Don't be so monetized. Remember, guys, don't be so monetized you can't help somebody. Do not be so monetized that you cannot help somebody. Don't be all Oh, I'm monetized already. I don't need the minutes. I don't need the hours. For me, I will not forgive him. I guess I'm not that bad foot soldier, huh? But at least let it go. Let it go. If you can't forgive somebody, pretend they don't exist. That's the best thing I can tell you. In your mind, they don't exist. What they did, don't forget. Because see, when you ruin somebody's life, the key word is ruin. When you ruin somebody's life, yes, it really is hard to forgive somebody. They don't know, they don't understand the action that they did to ruin your life. They don't truly understand what you had to go through. And Janet Hubert is a perfect example. Will never understood the example that you had to go through. Just like you have a lot of these men channels that always talk about their baby mamas, but they have no idea what that woman had to go through. Once she became a single mother, they have no idea. They want you to act, they always saying, oh, she's still mad. You damn right she's still mad. You have no idea. Or do you care? Some people don't have, they really don't care that they ruined. They took a part of your life and now you had to scrabble it back into action. You had to into action. You had to mold yourself all over again. But like I said, God don't do nothing to you that you cannot handle. He knew you can handle it. He knew that you was going to find that strength and build from it. But you have to build from it. Don't just be mad and just to be mad. If you're going to be mad, you better do something for yourself. Go get your little petties or your manis. Do whatever you need to do to show that person you did not break me. Because what goes around comes around. Believe me, what goes around, it's a boomerang. It may be a long time before it get back to you because we don't know where that boomerang went. And we don't know if that person did other people dirty. So you may have to just get in line. You just may have to get in line. You're probably not the first person that got done dirty by this person. So he or she got a lot of karma on their hands. They got a lot of karma going on there. So your karma just ain't get up to you yet. I see a lot of older folks that's in nursing homes and don't get no visitors. No visitors. I'm glad you're back, buddy. I see a lot of I want Rico, if you could drop Miss Ride or Die, or whoever is a mod in here, drop Brown Girl Bella, drop Showtime Entertainment, Rico, drop yours, drop Miss Ride or Dies. I'm trying to look at all the people that are, I have a lot of watchers, and guys, when you are thanking people in your life, do not forget to thank the watchers. The watchers are the ones who doesn't want nothing from you. It's right crazy. Well, it might be even later, messing with some people. Maybe even could be even later. But if any of my mods want to start dropping some links, please drop some links. But we want to drop Ms. Rada Die link, Calvin link, Rico link, and Showtime Entertainment link. But as I was saying, when you do not forgive the watchers their thanks. Them the people who don't want nothing from you. Them are the people who just like you. They just like you, and they just like your video and what you about. Don't forget to say, hey, my watchers, I thank you. Thank them too. Because I have a lot of people in here that are not content creators. They just like me. And I say thank you. Rico, if you could drop Showtime Entertainment and Ms. Rada Die. We got Ms. Rada Die and Brown Girl Bella. If anybody else in here, and Brown Girl Bella and Showtime Entertainment. So if you guys spent time in here and you like them, go check them out. Go and check them out. Go check out their latest video. Come on, you know I'm a heavy person on content. Please try to watch each other's content. Stop chasing subscribers. If you are monetized. If you're not monetized, chase subscribers. Chase subscribers. Chase them. If you are, I made fish and oysters with cheese fries. Ooh, child. If y'all don't have each other, get each other. I don't know. My numbers just shot down. Please take some time and check each other out. Anybody else thinks I need to drop? No, them are the only ones that's content creators. Them the only ones that's content creators. Everybody, them the only ones that's content creators. Them the only ones that's content creators. Hear it. I don't know if y'all hear my music, but I hear it. I know. It's not buffering anymore. Hey. Pineapples and mustard.